All right, so get this. Europe is making some serious waves in the AI world,
Ah.
a project everyone's buzzing about. And it all comes down to these things called large language models, or LLMs. You've probably heard of ChatGPT, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's an LLM trained to, understand and generate human-like text.
Right.
But here's the thing. Most of them have been very English-centric.
Right, and that's what's so interesting here. Europe is taking a totally different approach with OpenEuroLLM.
Ooh, tell me more.
Well, this project just got the EU's prestigious STEP seal.
Okay, so that's a big deal, right?
Huge. It's a mark of excellence, and it also shows that the EU is really backing this, putting serious weight behind it.
So not just a pat on the back.
Yeah.
It's a full-on endorsement.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But why all the hype? Why is this such a big deal? Why should we care?
Okay, so OpenEuroLLM isn't just about translating existing LLMs into other languages. It's about building them from scratch so they understand and speak all the official European languages.
Oh, wow.
Plus a bunch of others like Russian, Arabic, Chinese.
Wow. So instead of just slapping a French or German translation onto an English-speaking AI, they're creating something totally new.
Exactly.
Okay, now that's cool.
Imagine trying to explain a French joke in English. Something gets lost in translation, right?
For sure.
Language is more than words.
Right.
It's culture. It's nuance. OpenEuroLLM is designed to capture all of that.
I'm starting to see why this is a big deal.
Yeah.
But how are they pulling this off? It sounds massive.
It is. It's a huge collaboration. 20 leading European research institutions, company, supercomputing centers. They're all working together.
Wow.
Coordinated by Charles University in Czechia and co-led by Silo AI in Finland. They're using some of the most powerful supercomputers in Europe to train these AI models on tons of data.
So it's like the European all-star team for AI.
Yeah, you could say that.
I love it. But, okay, what does this mean for me, for the average person?
Okay, think of it this way. Imagine if all our favorite movie characters only spoke English.
Okay.
We'd miss out on so much, right? Like watching a dubbed version just doesn't have the same impact. OpenEuroLLM is about making sure Europe's voice is heard loud and clear in the AI future.
That's a really cool way to think about it. So it's not just about better translations. It's about making sure all these different cultures and perspectives are represented in the AI world.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me more about that.
Well, and here's where it gets even more interesting. OpenEuroLLM is open source.
Oh, really?
Yeah, think of it like the Linux of the LLM world. It's publicly accessible, which means anyone can access it, use it, even build upon it.
Hold on, open source. So anyone can tinker with it? Isn't that risky?
It's a calculated risk, but it has huge potential rewards. Think about it. Open source software often fosters faster innovation because you have this global community of developers all contributing to it.
Right.
It also means less reliance on these big tech companies that usually keep their code super secret.
So Europe is basically saying, hey, let's democratize AI and make it accessible to everyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's bold.
Yeah.
But can it actually compete with the big players in AI, like the ones in the US and China? They have tons of resources.
Sure. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Can a community-driven approach truly go head-to-head with these giants? It'll be really interesting to see how this all plays out. It really will be. It kind of challenges the whole idea that AI should be controlled by just a few powerful companies or governments. But there's a bigger picture here, too, a geopolitical layer. OpenEuroLLM is a statement about digital sovereignty.
Digital sovereignty. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I need you to break that down for me. What does that even mean?
It's basically about Europe wanting to control its own technological future. They don't want to be dependent on other AI superpowers like the US or China.
Right.
They want to build their own future on their own terms, and language is a huge part of that.
Okay, I get it. So it's like how some countries protect their own movie industries, right? They have these quotas to make sure their own stories get told.
Exactly.
So Europe's doing the same thing with AI, making sure that their languages and cultures are a big part of this whole AI landscape.
That's a perfect analogy. It's all about having a voice in shaping the future of technology. But let's get practical for a second. What does this mean for everyday people? How will OpenEuroLLM actually change our lives?
That's what I'm wondering, too. It all sounds really cool in theory, but how will it change things?
Well, think about the possibilities. Imagine AI services that are personalized for European language speakers. Everything from healthcare to education could be tailored to your specific needs and preferences in your own language, something that's never been possible before.
So no more bad translations or like one-size-fits-all AI.
Exactly. Think about it. AI-powered language learning apps that actually understand your native language and how you learn, or virtual assistants that can actually get the nuances of your regional dialect.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of how annoying those language apps can be.
Yeah.
They never seem to understand my accent. It's like they're speaking a whole different language.
Exactly. OpenEuroLLM could bridge that gap. It could make technology truly accessible to everyone, no matter what language or dialect they speak. And it's not just about individual benefits either. OpenEuroLLM has the potential to break down communication barriers between people and cultures.
Oh, wow. So imagine a world where language is no longer an obstacle. No more barriers to collaborating or understanding each other. That's pretty powerful.
It is. And it could lead to a surge in European AI innovation, too. You know, with all these startups using OpenEuroLLM as a foundation to create new and specialized tools, we could see a whole wave of European AI companies, each focusing on different languages and cultures.
That's really exciting. It's like opening up a whole new world of possibilities.
Here's a really good example. Think about using AI to preserve cultural heritage. Like, imagine being able to use OpenEuroLLM to translate, and analyze historical documents in any European language.
How would be amazing?
It would be like unlocking a treasure trove of knowledge that was basically inaccessible before.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Like giving everyone a key to the past.
Exactly. And then there's the potential for localized AI services, services that are tailored to the specific needs of different regions and languages. So instead of getting these generic AI solutions that are kind of close enough, we could have AI that's actually designed for our specific needs in our own cultural context.
So AI that truly understands us, not just AI that speaks a sort of broken version of our language.
Exactly. And here's another really interesting aspect. OpenEuroLLM could help Europe set the standard for ethical AI development, prioritizing fairness, transparency, and respect for linguistic diversity. It could become a model for the whole world to follow.
Wow. So Europe could actually be leading the way in responsible AI, showing the world how to build AI that benefits everyone. This is all starting to sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's really happening.
It is, and we're just at the beginning.
So I got to ask, what's the long game here? What's your bold prediction for the future of OpenEuroLLM?
Okay, here's a prediction. Within 7 years, we'll see multiple European AI companies achieve global recognition, specifically because they built on OpenEuroLLM, specializing in areas that leverage Europe's linguistic and cultural diversity.
So you're saying OpenEuroLLM will be the foundation for a whole new generation of European AI success stories.
Exactly. These companies will be leading the way in areas like multilingual communication, cultural heritage preservation, and ethical AI development. They could even be the ones setting the standards for the rest of the world.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, we've covered a lot today, from the technical side of OpenEuroLLM to its impact on society, culture, and even geopolitics.
It's definitely a multifaceted development with implications that go way beyond just technology.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it all comes back to this. OpenEuroLLM is a game changer, not just for technology, but for the entire AI landscape.
It's a really powerful statement about the importance of diversity and inclusion when we're shaping the future of AI.
It makes you wonder what other underrepresented languages and cultures could benefit from this kind of approach.
That's a great question to think about, one we should all be asking.
Imagine a world where AI truly reflects the incredible richness and diversity of human language and culture. That's a future worth fighting for.
It is. And OpenEuroLLM shows us that it's definitely possible.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, but this is just the start of the conversation.
We encourage you to keep exploring this topic and share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag OpenAIRevolution.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the fascinating world of multilingual AI. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
See you on the next deep dive.